Well, this is a now vintage Craftsman Edger with a Tecumseh on it. It's in really good shape. But here's the information for those of you that care. 2003 date of manufacture. I'm assuming that's the 34th week of the year. We're going to check the oil on it, throw some gas in it. Now this is a kind of an interesting find because it's in really good shape. There's no gas, no debris, nothing in this thing. I picked this up with another machine. This old Craftsman 6.5 horse DLM, which is now my primary mower for out here. Looks like it was hardly ever used. I didn't find really anything wrong with it. I put gas in it and it fired right up. I've got a video on this in the description if you guys care to see it. Both of these machines were really dirty and dusty when I found them. They were so dirty and dusty that they looked like they had been left outside for years on end. I was actually very surprised with how they cleaned up after I got them home. Now this one, I'm kind of suspecting the same thing. We're just gonna have to put some gas in it and it will probably start because that's what happened with the other machine. So what I'm gonna do right now is check the oil from memory. I believe the oil level was good in this unit. Yeah, we're good. Can't remember on these if you had to screw them all the way down first. Yeah, that oil's fine. I might change it, but at least for trying to start it, the level is proper. So I'm gonna grab the gas can. We're gonna throw some gas in this thing and kind of call its bluff, so to speak, and see if we can get this old thing to start. These Tecumseh engines are good engines. There's a lot to be said about them when they're properly maintained. The unfortunate thing is most people don't properly maintain these Tecumsehs. They leave them outside and they are very susceptible to the elements, water specifically. And that's because you have an air filter that's exposed to the elements, which you can see the way the carburetor's set up on these. It's very easy for water to get into that filter, clog it up, saturate it basically. Then all that water's got to go somewhere. Some of it may evaporate, but a lot of it's just going to creep into the carburetor bowl. So what I'm going to do here is turn this thing on. I've got the control here on the handle pushed back, so we should be able to start it. Not bad. Should replace this. So that is not really a surprise, but it's definitely a pleasant outcome. Based on the condition of that Craftsman mower, I'm not surprised that this thing started and runs this well. Kind of had a hiccup there at first with a little bit of a faltering RPM, but I just chalked that up to this thing haven't being run in so long. I didn't get the model number of the machine, but there you go. Now this machine I am going to sell. I don't need another edger out here. I don't need one at my house because I have this vintage McLean edger, which my dad and mother purchased probably about 35 years ago, and it still runs good. Doesn't look near as good as that Craftsman, but this thing's got sentimental value. It runs great. I've serviced it a few times over the years, and honestly, there's no real reason to get rid of it. Keep it in the shop, and it starts every time I've tried to start it. So I have no problem selling this one on. It'll make somebody a great machine, and I will be sure to tell them to, as I do many of the machines that I sell, please, you know, maintain your stuff. Don't leave it outside. Change the oil, learn how to do basic maintenance on small engines. It's not hard to do oil changes and check the air filter, and you know, doing that much, which is the bare minimum, will keep these older machines lasting for a very long time. So this will go on to somebody, and I hope that they take care of it and it lasts them a while. Of course, I have no control of what happens to anything that I sell after the sale. I can only hope that it lasts somebody for a long time and gives them lots of good years of usage and life. Stay tuned for more videos.